It is 6:49. This is your morning in 8 minutes. Right now, 2 Campbell County High School employees are under investigation.
The Department of Children's Services is investigating Principal Benjamin Faust. Our news partners at the La Follette Press reports the school system suspended him. The Isaacs law firm is representing him and sent us a statement saying, quote, he is a respected educator and denies any allegations regarding illegal conduct. We've reached out to the school system and waiting for a response this morning. Meanwhile, the school's head soccer coach is also suspended due to an investigation by the Campbell County Sheriff's Office. Officials could not release any other info citing an active investigation. Our news partner, La Follette Press, says the investigation is into a situation from 10 years ago. We'll keep you updated as we learn more.
Right now, 3 people are accused of trying to smuggle drugs into the Union County Jail. The Sheriff's Office says they caught Daryl Cooper trying to slide an envelope with meth inside of it into a window at the courthouse. Officials say the drugs were intended for inmate Jerry Cooper. April Buckner is also charged in connection to the case. And 2 people from Speedwell are facing multiple felony charges after leading Claiborne County deputies on a chase. The Sheriff's Office says they tried pulling over Tyler Robinson and Whitney Day, but Robinson took off and intentionally hit a sheriff's patrol car. Officials say Robinson tried throwing evidence out of the car during the chase. The couple was eventually caught after their car got stuck on a logging road. Detectives later found meth and over $830 in cash. And right now, volunteer firefighters at Waldens Creek are now getting a little money in their pocket thanks to a $500,000 grant from the state.
More than half of the firefighters across the state are volunteers, and that means they work for free. Waldens Creek applied and was accepted under FEMA's Safer grant. With the new funding, some volunteers will now be paid $10 an hour. Before the grant, it would take the department up to 15 minutes to hit the road in an emergency, as staff waited for calls from their homes. Now the department can have at least 4 firefighters at the station every day of the week. The grant money will last around 4 years. Their plan afterwards is to apply again. Happening today, Knoxville City Council will consider a bill giving more than $1 million to a construction company to help build the new RealTime Crime Center. The facility would be housed inside the new public safety complex. KPD officials would use it to monitor dozens of public and privately owned camera systems throughout the city in real time in order to stop and monitor crime. If approved, the facility is expected to be finished in late August. Tennessee's House advanced legislation that would add a narrow exemption to the state's strict abortion ban. The legislation allows doctors to use reasonable medical judgment when determining an abortion is necessary to prevent death or irreversible damage to the mother. The bill must now go to the Senate before it can head to the governor's desk. And we're following new details this morning. CBS News has learned former President Donald Trump is not expected to be indicted by a Manhattan grand jury today, but it could come by the end of the week.
New York police are on high alert right now. It all stems from the Manhattan District Attorney's investigation into allegations that Trump may have falsified records to hide a hush money payment to Stormy Daniels. Steel barricades were delivered outside a Manhattan criminal court Monday morning after Trump urged his supporters over the weekend to protest. Logistics are being worked out right now for a possible Trump appearance in court. And Amazon says it's now cutting 9,000 jobs. That's on top of the 18,000 they've already cut this year. Those working in the company's web services, human resources, and technology solution, advertising, and Twitch will be affected. The company CEO says the fresh round of job cuts will take place in the coming weeks. And this comes as Amazon will be among dozens of businesses today looking to hire in Blount County. A free job fair is happening at Foothills Mall. Dozens of businesses, including Smith & Wesson, when they open their new facility later this year, are looking to hire on site today. It starts at 10 o'clock this morning and goes until 1 o'clock. We've got these details in the WVLT News App.
Also happening today, 2 grand opening ceremonies are scheduled for a couple of newly remodeled Food City grocery stores. One is at 10 o'clock on Winfield, Dunn Parkway, and Kodak, and the other is at 2 o'clock on West Highway in Dandridge. You can start shopping at both those stores starting tomorrow. Also tomorrow, for the first time ever, the Knoxville Utilities Board is hosting a community expo event. KUB officials and staff will be on hand to answer your questions about payment assistance, energy savings, and KUB's new fiber network. The event is at the Change Center tomorrow from noon until 7 o'clock. We have a link to register in the WVLT News app.
WVLT proud to be your official station of the Vols. The Tennessee Lady Vols moving on to the Sweet 16 after handling business last night against Toledo. Next up, a trip to Seattle to take on the #1 seeded Virginia Tech Hokies. That game set for Saturday evening at 6:30 on ESPN2. Winner takes on either UConn or Ohio State in the Elite Eight. On the diamond, the now 12th ranked Tennessee baseball team looks to get back on track tonight with a game against Western Carolina. The team is coming off a rough weekend, getting swept by Missouri in Columbia. First pitch is tonight at 6:30. You can stream the action on the SEC Network Plus.
Also tonight, Lincoln Memorial University looks to advance to the Final Four in the Division II basketball tournament. The Rail Splitters are taking on Cal State San Bernardino, and Evansville, Indiana. Tip-off tonight is at 9:30.
It is 6:54. Let's get to Whitney Turner with your first alert traffic.
Starting to get a little bit busy out there, especially on I-40 West as you're moving around downtown Knoxville. Just a live look now at I-40 right around 275. The good news is we're not seeing any of that congestion just yet ahead of that morning rush. You're still moving right along on 40 West, 640 West, and 75 southbound. In fact, we're not tracking any incidents on those interstates and main roads. Just a reminder that that road work in Cock County that was supposed to start yesterday is not in place, so US 321 is open and moving.
Your first alert forecast with Chief Meteorologist Heather Haley.
It is 6:55 now. As for now, we have just a few clouds moving through. I wanted to zoom out and show you what's on the way. This will help to at least push in a little extra warmth. It does push in some extra clouds, but then we've got batches of rain that'll start moving in late today. So for now, just a few clouds moving by, mostly clear to then partly cloudy as the day goes on. Right now, we still have mostly 20s. In fact, Knoxville's even gone up a few degrees. Few passing clouds can nudge temperatures up. 31 now Knoxville, still 25 Pigeon Forge, though 28 in Oak Ridge to 23 in La Follette. So mostly 20s this morning, mostly seeing that clear sky. Look at that. You see a few clouds driving right over downtown Knoxville. Gorgeous view, though, to start the day and a nice afternoon ahead. So despite the fact that it's still very cold this morning, we've got a seasonable high. That'll put us already at 49 at noon. Cool breeze there for the afternoon. Scattered clouds increasing to 60 degrees your high today, though. Then those clouds slow down or cooling at 55 this evening before this rain rolls in. So we'll have a few showers to start the night. Then that batch for the morning spreads out about an 80% coverage of our area. There's a look at how much rain you can expect where you live. Closer to a half an inch for most of East Tennessee, about a quarter of an inch along the Tennessee-Kentucky line on average. And again, that's the first front we're tracking for you tomorrow. We've got a cold front to end the week with more rain and storms as well. So I'll walk you through that latest First Alert Futurecast where you live coming up on the CW.
All right, Heather, thanks. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day, everyone.